up.
How do you and Chris Brown get back together and make a damn smash?
Right.
Grammy got like 87
smash.
songs on his album, and that's the hit. Like, no guidance, no shots. But like, talk about no guidance. Like, how did that come together?
Well, I think we've come together before and tried to link and make music. And I think we were always kind of forcing it. I think there was always like resentment on both sides. You know, really at the end of the day, you know, again, when you kind of step away from it and break it down, you start to feel silly because it's like over like girl stuff, you know? But obviously that can snowball into like real shit, and that's what happened in this
Real
situation.
shit that ruined the New York club life.
It did.
You shut down New York club life, man, forever.
I have no recollection.
Your attorney's here with you.
I have zero recollection.
But also makes great records.
Yeah, but yeah, so.
What made No Guidance different? Like,
yeah, it was, well, I think we were just both grew up to the point that like that person that was kind of, you know, in the middle of us is like no longer a part of like either of our like lives currently. Yeah. And I have the utmost love and respect for her. I think of her as family more than anything. And I actually had like kind of a moment of hesitation before because I didn't want her to ever feel disrespected by me linking up with him. But I also know how many nights she knows that me and him have both been consumed by this issue. And I think she's a good person with a good heart that would rather see us put that issue to bed than continue like childish shit that could end up in a serious situation. So I decided to go ahead with it. And, you know, I was hearing from people that he was in a really good space to link up. And yeah, I was like, I think like that show when he came out, it was like one of those like best buds moments, you know? It was like, man, we're best buds. We missed all these years. And yeah, I mean, I just always really had a lot of admiration for his talent. And I think finally he gave me the mutual respect and admiration by allowing me to take the lead on the song, you know, which was always kind of like not like whenever we'd link up, he'd always have something in mind. And then I'd be like, well, maybe we should, you know, and again, people can take those things personally when it's like when the one they think, you know, that you should get on, you're like, well, let me try something else. Right. And this was just a big moment for me because he, you know, he let me send him a joint, and he just bodied it. He just bodied it, and I knew right away when the song was finished, I was like, oh man, this is crazy. Like, not only did we link back up and like have like a cool show moment, but like we did a record together. Right. And it's serious, it's not a joke. Yeah. It's not some, you know, it's not some shit that's just gonna disappear. Like, this is a joint.
It rained this summer.
Yeah, and then again at the video, I really do thank him, you know, and I don't even know if I ever got to say this to him personally, but I really do thank him a lot because, you know, just him, like just both of us being able to put ego aside and him just trusting me again, you know. Initially that video didn't have that scene at the end, you know. Chris Robinson was directing it with another guy, and I met up with Chris the day before, and I was like, yo, if you want this video to have the impact, we can't just shoot some shit where we're trying to look cool. We gotta address the issue at hand. It has to be, it has to feel, it has to have that SNL element to it. It has to. I'm like, I'm like, I promise you it'll be watched 100 times more if we just both admit that this is happening and don't try and act like, you know, you got it, girl. Like, so yeah, and it involved shooting an extra day, and you know, to Chris's credit, he stayed the extra day. He bodied it. He was hilarious. He kept a straight face while I was, you know, pulling my heart out of my chest and doing all that dumb shit. So, yeah, he was just amazing, and I think we both really felt, you know, satisfied after that. And you know, he's also on my album as well.